Hey guys, Luna here with I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. I just wanted to honestly live up to being 20 just because I thought it would be fair. So, I loaded from an autosave, which was right before I made the choice of either waiting to see anything or not. And basically I chose to wait, but I decided to resist infinity. And there's one event that you can do after that, which basically I joined up Nem on the wall and pretty much just helped her defend, and then Lum came in and be like, hey, go to the thing, but we were like, hey, let's ask the captain if he wants anything, and if that's the best choice, which I decided to ask, and we improved the colony's defense, and then we were like, oh, well, what can we do to... how things would have been different if DS's bomb would have gone off. But let's see. But for now, we're actually just going to collectibles, wood, and food. Okay. Well, I got a thing for you, Rex, because I mostly wanted just to show off the fact that, like, oh hey, you can still make these decisions. Got a present for you, crystals. Because I'm still trying to get Rex's friendship and Mars's friendship up to max, which they're very close to getting max at least. So, okay, right now we're too stressed. Just gonna try and rest and work with our friends. Relax in the park. Attempt the obstacle course. 7. Let's see, +2. Oh, hard becomes 5. I think this. God, this is so hard. I'm gonna try redrawing my hand. I think that might be better. 10. 6 and actually, if I do this, it's 21. Doing this is 25. So I think that might be our best bet. I only need one blobber fruit. Okay, neighbors become blue. Far becomes 5. Do this. Neighbors come blue. It's 28. 26. I'm try trying this hand again. Plus double that, +2 to neighboring cards, and yeah, that's 36, so meeting the overseer, 6, 4, 6, then could do that. 37 +2 the last card. It's 44. Change card to 45. I think that's our best bet. 40. Yeah, that 30 cent. That's even better. Could have gotten 50, but that's okay. We did it. Victory 3 +1 on scout challenges. Stunning show from our admiring speed and dexterity. Victory in training. Finish the court. You trained to Victory to follow your commands. Hooray! There you go. By usual time of year, your dreams have been vibrant and invasive. You have been trouble in distinguishing dream from reality during the day, and you dread falling asleep at night. How did this hop back into bedroom? Wake yourself from your dream. Resist the temptation to take after the little hop and instead lay back in bed, telling yourself to wake up. Wake up, it works. Insomnia. Interesting. Milky quiet sunlight pours through your window and flake off primary snow piling up the grass. You feel tired when you go to bed. It's your birthday, 19. One more year being a teenager. Just gonna talk with everyone. What you working on? Radio. Well, I found this really pretty flower. Take a look at it. We've seen these before. It's a rad plane. Tell Cal how to close the pedal so it's not dangerous. Thanks, feel better already. Hey, found something you might like. Hey, we need to talk about Governor Lum. Can I tell you on one little secret? I'm already working that. You remember the secret sometime? I know you stopped coming after the big attack in the Healer's Drive, but lately I've been thinking we should try and come and make a difference. If we convince enough council meetings that Lum is bad news, we can actually remove him from power. Mars calls a meeting of FC Club to gain with a grim expression. I can just not stand by where Governor Lum everything we built here. He might know how to hold a gun, but he doesn't know how to lead a colony. From now on, this club is going to focus on getting Governor Lum out of power and getting someone competent in. We have until Vermeulen to get someone to convince the other council members that he's got to go. I agree. Lum's a jerk. He all counts killing it. It's better than the whole planet he's gone. But the question is, who should replace him? Obviously, I think a great candidate, but I'm willing other options. I agree it should be Mars. No offense, Mars, but I'm really gonna stop the shortage from killing animals. Look, Cal, I don't want hunters going out and not coming back either. Maybe we can find a safer, more efficient way to deal with the animals, yeah? Sounds ominous? Cal doesn't look convinced. So the plan is we campaign in all departments: geoponics, engineering, garrison, quarters, exploration, and in here in command. Try and toughen up all 6 continents and get them on our side. Try and keep on the down low that the governor's Fortuna Festival, we surprise the governor with a spontaneous council vote and replace him. We'll never see it coming. Definitely seems like a good idea. I got a present for you, some crystals. Ooh, got a new friendship level. Friendship 31. Now, they're in the usual spot with body pillows and stuffed animals. You okay? No, I've been betrayed. Finished Mars Airs and ended up in cliffhanger. Didn't know the Stratosphere had left Earth before the series finished airing. You have every episode except for the 2-parter season finale. Now, I'll never know how it ends. It's just not fair that we never have any new shows to watch. This isn't about the show, is it? Yeah, I guess that's kind of true. Just reminds me that, that everything ends in someone's luck sooner than expected. When I got here, I was looking at a huge melee and thinking, wow, Galactic, I'm never gonna ride things to rock. It just felt like a whole world that's too ahead of me, ready to discover a new planet, new people, life. Now it feels like everything's just on fire all the time. Everyone's always on my case about how I need to grow up. What's so bad about being innocent? Why does everything have to be so grim all the time? And I don't get any more episodes of this stupid Sherlock. It's not fair. Sometimes the truth is hard to accept. I don't need anyone to tell me that. I just know life is hard, but it's okay to be upset about things. Hugs incoming. Which friendship? Do I have a gift for you? Do I have? No, I don't have sticks. Of course, I don't have sticks. Happy birthday, Shares. Oh, I got medical roots, which I do want to share with Tam. Medical roots. Hopefully you find that useful. Lunacy, can you block someone from sending you hollows just temporarily? I just screwed up and now Varys won't leave it alone. I said I was sorry. Interesting. Well, if I talk to... So I have 6 people I need to convince to be able to do this. View the notice board. So, Got commands, which is Officer Seek. Got Chief Red in the Garrison. Chief Instance and Engineering. Cultivator. Here, I'm gonna write this down so I can cross them off when I convince them, because I think that'll be wise. This is last year, after all. So flip to a new page. Let's see. Okay, so got Seek command. Red's Garrison. It's because it's definitely very important I get this done. Instance Engineer. Plulu. Geoponics. Antecedent quarters. Utopia expeditions. Hopefully you can actually get this down. So I'll keep my pencil out. Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna try and go for my mom. Where did my little thing go? There's my little thing. Okay. So I'm gonna attempt to work on the farm and actually I'm gonna work on the farm and hope that I can talk to my mom. Find some time alone with the chief cultivator to talk about your plans to peacefully dispose of the loam. Mom's a busy woman and the colony only, so keep it brief. Explain the details of Mark's plan. Dispose the loam, get voted in, save the colony, maybe save the planet. Hey, hail the Bakusi stuff, she groans when you're done. Say what you want about the new guy, at least he doesn't waste my time with pointless meetings. This isn't a pointless meeting. No, you're right, this is important stuff you're right to care about. It's just that you're so young, you and Marchman. Do you really think either of you can lead an entire colony? This isn't some Harby or some Harby farm or some secret club. It's the fate of human civilization on hostile planets. Are either of you really prepared for the tough decisions you have as governor? Of course I am. Actually, wait. 8, 5, 4. Next round. 10, 8, 5, 5. 6, 6, 5, 5, 5. 43. Could have gotten 49, but that's okay. Let's do persuasion. Okay, so we got my mom, which is good. So we got her down. Mom smiles. You haven't seen sometime. Look at you, all grown up, overthrowing the government, just like your old lady. To be hypocritical of me for you to tell you too young. I was about your age when I lost this, fighting on Earth for what I believed in. Didn't listen to my elders either. I hadn't done the same thing you're doing right now. I probably wouldn't have had a place on Stratus with your father. Wouldn't have had you, so who knows what you're capable of, where it take you. If you truly believe you're ready, you have my support. Victor, nice. Next month. So, got some more crystals which I can give to Mars. Found something you might like. Which hope? Oh, friendship and birth is maxed. So what do you have to say? Lunas, come with me, I have a surprise for you. Giggling, she leads you to your bedroom and moves your hands from your still giggling. Ta-da! Cancer's covered eagle. Present for me on Mars. Mars grabs her canvas and pulls away from the giant flourish. In the painting, Mars is standing atop a mountain, raising her fist in the sky, lying crashing around her. You are there as well, gripping a flag embroidered with the logo of SCF as it whips around you, hilarically around you both. We'll get him one day. He can't be governor forever. Commission this from Nami, like a genie patron of the arts. Might be the first to find out art ever created on this big rock. It's beautiful, thank you. Only the best for you. Just wanted to do something to thank you for everything you've done for me. No one else I trust by my side. I'm saying power numbered and he knows it. I'll always support you. I'm kind of you to challenge me. The problem with people in power is no one has the guts to stand up to them and tell them I'm wrong. Talk for hours about your lives and plan for the future. As the yellow afternoon sets, the two of you step out of the balcony to watch the colony grounds. It's 1945, should do more to Russia, but it'll do. Unlock Marcy on the main menu. Cheers to us. There's nothing we can't do together. Give you a gift of crystals as well. Don't want to give Rex my cake just yet because his birthday is next month. So... okay, so we got Mom. So next I'm gonna try and do in the antecedent in the quarters. So let's see here. Creativity and bravery, or creativity and empathy. I think I'll do... I think I'll help in the kitchen. You man passing me that canteen. You hand Auntie the cane to the bin. That's been out of reach, and she juggles the ball to hold it, the baby in one hand, while she takes a grateful breath. Never enough hands. Sometimes someone for sure had to give us telekinesis. Let science work on that, huh? What can I do for you? Well, you explain the play into Fortuna on the next disposal limb. When you're done, she sets the ball down and lifts the baby onto her shoulder barb. That's quite plain. You come a long way when you use a limb. Proud for you sticking to your guns no matter what happens. Can we count on your vote? Well, not one for fighting any wars on nature. Honestly, I'm so busy in the living quarters, in the kitchen, the creation, I barely pop my head in outside these days. But I do trust Lum to do what's best for us. He has a little empty noggin, but he surrounds himself with good people. That's what matters to me. Great job, good work, better out than in. Well, what do the other things? If you're on board, I don't mind shipping if you have a vote. Majority. Well, at least the one dissenter. Was it Seek? Better 10 kudos if you Seek. Gosh, you'll just hate Lum, you know. Polly wants to stop for himself. Well, I don't think any of us would vote for Seek if it came down for it. I'm sure you'll be fine telling them why life comes up, but don't tell them I said that. So you need at least two. You need at least 2/3 of majority. That's 4 counts votes. Now make an attempt. I'll give you mine if you shake down 2 more votes. So we'll have to come back to her then. So 6, 3, 5, which I do want to organize this around 8. So okay. Not my best score, but that's okay. So, okay. So, I'm gonna try and get to Seek then in commands. And then also try and do Reach as well. Which I do want to get you a gift. Got you a present, which is a cake. So, so I get max friendship with you already? Oh, I did. You swing by Rex's lounge for some much-needed rest and relaxation. Rex is there. He's usually there these days, stinking drinks and conversation. Just talking about you, Lunas. Now you hear I got a brand new drink named after you. Careful, it's a real pre-drink. Perhaps report you under the table. Call it Lunas' karma check. Thank you, I'm honored. Oh, it's nothing. I've been thinking about it for a while. One of my best friends, and honestly, just so happy I met you and became friends. One of my best friends. God, can't a guy have 2 best friends? Why didn't you say a while? You've been working so hard to help. Like, what do you want to do? Let's do. Let's do karaoke. Great idea. What's next? Shafts. Absolutely. Let's get on that end. Ready? Go. Oh, my friend, drunk stronger. I underestimated you. What's next? Had a great time. I'm glad you're best part of the whole colony. Aw. Well, do you have crystals still? Which I guess I'll give to you. So yeah, look at my friend lists. I don't think I can theoretically get anyone else to max, so I'm just gonna have fun. So, first things first, gotta go talk to Seek in command. So, guess I'll go work in the organization and persuasion, organization and perception. I guess I'll do Chief Administrator Sheik is finally easy. No one wants to spend time around them if you don't have to. Explain they intending to hijack the elections. The more you speak, the more clear Sheik is already on board. Finally, I was realizing what an imbecile he is. Barely knows how to read. So you count on good defense? It depends. You're not the only person with ideas around here. I was planning on making go a governor myself. Unless you can provide significant motivations behind your cause instead. Are you seriously intending to extort young revolutionaries out of their candy money? Shame on you. Almighty, what would happen to you without me keeping everyone honest? 89 years old, I'm still steering the ship. Thanks, Elliot. Okay. From whom do you need to intend me to cast my vote? Better be good. If you don't get the majority support, Lynn will come down hard on us. Maybe an idiot, but an idiot with power. I think... Actually, I'm kind of curious. Being governor... I was a teenage exocolonist. See. Make sure, okay. If you're going for governor, you need 100 persuasion, which I do not have, so I'll vote for Mars. Alright, Span, I suppose she's rather a cunning politician considering her age. Her materialism is concerned. Very well, support her when the time comes. So we have to see what the rest of the council thinks. So we got Seek, which is good. Need majority. Okay, so 8, 7. 8, 5, 4. Put like that. There we go. Best score. Okay. Next month. Don't have any gifts to give anyone. So. Next, I'll work on Ritz. Because the garrison, since I know he doesn't like him either. Visit the gym. I can buy cards. So you can upgrade these cards. It's kind of funny. I'm assuming you upgrade them. Perception, animal, defense, train, combat, and animals. Play sports ball, bravery, and toughness. Sure, let's play sports ball. Immediate security challenge with knowing he'll be tough, spawn the whole political cool business. He subsigns his deck. And he clasped intently on how you explain you and Mars plan to dispose of lump during the next Fatina festival. When you're done, he shakes his head and sits back. So you're not an idiot. You know what you're asking me to do. Yeah, helping the garrison on your side will make this a military coup. If you learned Earth history, you know that was on a good look. Mars is the future of the colony. You're a regular little politician on campaign trail. You got a lot of guts asking me to remove Prussian soldier from the ship during a time of war. Let's place him with the child. Why the heck should I tell Governor Loom right now? Screwed up and you notice. It's true you didn't want us here playing those exposed in order 2 squads through a minefield to draw faceless in. As the soldier himself, Loom should know better. On a surprise, council. Nice, so we got his votes with, which is great. So, gives you a significant look. I can't tell I support your plan to overthrow the government, but if the opportunity arises to cast my votes, I'll do it according to my heart. Which is great. So, 6, 5, actually 14, 6, 5, 6. Actually, if I do this, 47, 49, perfect. Nice. Next, I could do anti-seditionists again, but I'm gonna try and do... I guess I'll try and do biology and engineering. Good afternoon, Professor Howe. After work, you ask Chief Engineer, for instance, for a few minutes of her time. She allows you in her office and begrudgingly listens to you explain you and Mark's intent to hijack the elections. When you finish, she heaves a long-suffering sigh, pinches the bridge of her nose to her fingers. When our third this supplies, we're barely surviving as is. Lum's right, the planet is at war. Every year you come closer and closer to total action. Is this really time for dissent? You may not be the most suited for the job, but do you see anyone else with the time on their hands around a colony? The idiot does the least damage what he's doing busier than making stupid motivator ideas. War on nature's crap. Is that so? An interesting strategy to take with someone who actively supports the war effort, as we know I do. Yes, the war is a misnomer, but you can't take it up with Governor Lum for choosing it. He's a soldier when you're a hammer. Every bomb's like a nail. Whatever you call it, the truth is we're fighting for our survival on a daily basis. If you don't see that, you aren't ready to lead us. Forgive me, I'm not about to take the word of a night child who thinks he knows everything. For hell's sake, I treated you like diaper rash when you're an infant. What if I can persuade you? At 555. Let's see. 5. Okay, this is gonna be hard, very hard. Let's see, 9, 8, 7, 5. Push through the stress. Not the best score, but worth it. Internet has survived being long under this hostile regime by being soft. It's hard to convince her you have a chance out long, but she does like to win. So Instance is on our side. That's great. So it's hard to convince her you have a chance out long, but she does like to win. She appreciates a good game of eight-dimensional political trends. If you win the election, you can convince her you will, she'll be free. Well, it seems like you might actually be outcut for the next couple. Yeah, my support. When you have to strike to kill. If Lum knows you're moving against him, he'll put me on the wall. Actually, I want you to vote for Marzipan. Good. Tell her she can count on me. Okay. Next, let's see here. Does anyone want to talk to me? No. So next, I'm actually going to try and go for Edith at Assassins. Since we do have Galley Simpson votes. Hey Lunas, can we talk? Of course, my dear. Do you have the number of votes? I have 4 votes. Oh, look at you. Really serious, aren't you? How wonderful is you all grown up. You have the vote, my dear. I like you. Can count on Aunt Annie just like always. Great. Okay, so we have her votes. So now we just need Utopia, which should be easy enough, because Utopia doesn't like him. Oh, Yellow Flower. Which... see, I guess I'll just explore nearby. Hey, managed to partner yourself with Chief Surveyor herself on the next expedition. Perfect chance to talk to you about Governor Loom, but she beats you to it. Oh, this is easier trekking when you have our bikes. That villain Lum's using all the mod to search for aliens now. Like, that's not like finding a needle in a haystack. He sent half my team out the swamps now. Without weapons, I might add. He's bleeding us dry out here. That snake of a man thinks that every little thing is a war. I don't like getting attacked by animals either, but I sure miss being able to explore this planet without Lim getting his paws all over my division, taking my resources for his damn messy war. Funny you should mention that. Sounds stellar. The only question is who you got in mind to place them. Marzipan. Really, she might... well, she's young. Well, I guess only 22 when I became Chief Surveyor, I guess. It's not too far-fetched. But my Marzipan, what she's got to do, then different force and pitch to me. Remember lumped into your hands? Didn't say he was a bastard. I'm asking what you're doing here if your kids are playing this week. Governor has the soldiers wrapped around his pinky finger. Half my squad too. He says jump, the garrison's gonna jump. He tells them jump here, what do you think's gonna happen? Only have one seat. We only have one shot to unseat this jerk. Come on, pitch to me. Hunting stage and range of resources. Truth be told, I want my surveyors team back. They're out there putting themselves in danger, riling up the local fauna. Hunters are a menace. So, will you really make sure hunting's banned? Yes, of course. Alright, then Namartia has my vote. Good luck, kids. So we got everyone's vote, which is great. So gotta talk to Sin. Gather up the supplies. Definitely picking up the yellow flowers as I go. Hey, buddy. Just human want to see you. Overseer wanting to speak to you again. Zim leads you to the same cave as before. Nothing has changed. You get the impression nothing much does change here. Place your hands on the handles of the ray as you wait. You have thought of our conversation. We consider symbiotes may be corrupt and may need reabsorption, but his affection for your species is genuine, so we have an offer to make for you. Humans wield godlike powers, but lack the capability to understand the consequences of their actions. You have no connection to the lands you claim, beyond the short, brutal window of your own consciousness. Our offer is this: we will not eradicate your colony. Instead, we will be tended to you, just as the garden tend to the rest of the planet. You will be given fresh water, clean air, and good soil, and be protected from outside harm. In exchange, humans will stay within their colony and limit their population growth as to maintain the balance of their habitat. You will not leave this territory to procure more resources or cease all hunting, logging, and expansion outside your valley. What, like a human nature reserve? More or less. You're a curiosity to us, as well as a sentient species. We would like to preserve you without endangering the ecological balance of the planets. Now, you will go and convince the others of your species to agree to a compromise. I'll try my best. You say you don't know if there's a way to convince government luck to agree this. The overseer seems to accept this. Non-envoy will visit and glow season to discuss it formally. To be clear, an armed convoy. We suggest making yourself looking non-threatening by then. That seems like it went well. I fought hard for them to consider options other than eradication. I'm glad they trusted you was correct. Sim's curiosity. Unlock Sim on the main menu. Sim leads you back to the surface. You quietly wonder at him. This man, or rather, ancient artificial intelligence resembling man, has pushed his directives to limit the help of humanity. His interests start with mere curiosity, but over time he's come to love humans and value as your survival. Had he made a mistake? There's something around to the right, so I definitely want to check that out first before I forget. Definitely pick up that. Definitely want to keep picking up supplies. Get it all for my personal use now at this point, just because, as I said, I don't think I can get anyone else's friendship to max. It'd be way too hard to. Spent so many days here. It's beautiful. You like it because it's beautiful. Go home. Okay. Gavalom enters the colony square to his customary bombastic fanfare. A brass band, red carpet, banners with the Holocaust logo snapping in the hot dust breeze. It's inspiring. The governor gets his usual throw of applause from death-of-heart soldiers, but it's obvious how tired and fearful everyone has become in service to this war. Cuts Marshy's eyes and she nods in solidarity. You planned this for so long, now it's your chance to strike while everyone's watching. If you get the entire county to speak against Lum today, maybe the rest of the colony is ready for change. Anyone is better than Lum, even a teenager. Pioneer Fortuna, we stand here today not shivering and quaking in fear, but with our hands around the neck of the planet herself. Before you can continue, Marty leads on the hearse stage and runs up to the front of the stage. A ripple of fear goes through the crowd, y'all. All you remember what happened to Utopia last year. It doesn't have to be like this. You don't have to listen to him. He's just a bully with a gun like the ones we left behind on Earth. Join Marcy on the stage. Put yourself between her and Lum's honor guard. She flashes a giddy, grateful smile and turns back to the crowd. This man has made you think the only way to survive is through violence. He's just a soldier. He's not even a good one. Violence may only make small, weak men powerful. He's not powerful. We're powerful. We broke free of Earth. We broke free of war and bigotry and inequality. We can break free of him too. Please stand with me. Reject Lum and bring era to new era, calling led by someone more and among the stars. Me. I can lead this colony. Governor Mars is the future. Plus one council members. The buzz of the crowd is deafening, like swarms of bugs off chirping together. Some of the council members are nodding, but it isn't unanimous. This is crap. 2 children saying they can lead a colony. What's the first order of business? Taco Tuesdays, soy sweets for dinner? Have you stupid vote. We'll let the council decide. Out of the corner of your eyes, you can see the guards with their weapons lowered, just waiting. Some of them look as interested in the change in leadership as you are. If you have the council behind you, even Lum supporters and military could fall in line. You might just win. Let the council vote. The council stands deliberate amongst himself and one other person too, Endicott. The former governor is unsteady on her feet. She looks at you and Mars and nods. You see her exchanging words with the council. The council deliberates and you Mars clasp your hands and intently wait their decision. Wait. shuffle off to the sides and deliberates. To your relief, they come to a decision quickly. They must all be unanimous, or the censures of the colony will rise against Lum. After a minute, Instance looks up from the group and shouts, Get that man off the stage!" Lum starts to laugh, but then when he realizes his own honor guards coming up on stage, cart him away. "Wait! You can't do this! I'm the governor! I'm the leader of this colony!" You search the crowd for any hints and dissents. Soldiers are uneasy, but everyone else just looks tired and leave. Can't believe it all took was a few kids to point out the obvious. We decide to award these young patriots for their bravery by accepting their bid for leadership. On a trial basis, we're pleased to recognize our new governor, Marzipan. Hooray, it's a coup. We did it. We really did. Thank you. Watch the swearing-in ceremony. Shuffles forward and directs Marriage to place her hand on her chest and reads after them. Marcy swears on her honor to act in the best interest of the colony, to uphold the tenets of the Fortuna coup, peace and understanding and harmony with the planet and each other, not just for herself, but generations come after. It's official. Lum is old news. You won. The two sides of the colony regard each other carefully. On one side, those who went along with Lum out of fear, either him or Fortuna, are cautious, unsure what to do now that Lily's been disposed. On the other, the peaceful faction can't quite believe the nightmare is over. I know it's been through a lot, but that we're through the worst. Tonight, let's enjoy being together again. Let's eat, dance, and celebrate. After the politics is over, the crowd adjourns to the feast tables and eventually to the dance floor. The sun sets on the long day, the heart breaks, and the party continues well into the night. While everyone's dancing, Utopia comes to thank you in advance for putting to stop to hunting. After the week's festivity, Marty gives you 2 whole weeks off as much-needed rests. She spends the whole time meeting with every colonist individually and does a lot to endear her to her people and still hasn't about having a teenage as governor. Huzzah! Get summons to report to command to Marcy's new office. Very nice new look. I love your hair. Find her reclining in the captain. Formerly Governor Lumen chair. I leave flipping through that all upon. Lunas, just the rebel I want to see. But first, you're not going to leave me new money, are you? Of course not. That's exactly what I would say in your position. Actually, I called you here because I hadn't had a moment to myself, said Fortuna. We knew Lum was a real piece of work, but every day I seem to have covered yet another problem he just let fester. The department says half of them treat me like an intern governor, good enough to oust Lum, but not enough to stick around and do the actual work of governing colleague. We'll do what we can in the time we have. Guess you're right. It's just the way this colony operates. We just survive until food runs out, until the animals finally destroy the colony. Just survive until we vote out Mars. I don't want to waste my time as governor. Just to be about survival. I want to say thank you for everything you did to get me here. Yeah, it's all hers. Can I trust you to help me? I need people to be around and believe in me, but still tell me if I'm making wrong choice. You can count on me. Thank you. I'm glad to have you. Friends in high places. Well, on duty calls, thank you for all your help. You always have a friend in high places. Goodness, I'm so swamped at work lately. I just have so many memos to draft and treat species right. Very busy woman. Would you be dull and help you out? I just knew I could count on you. I need a right hand. It has to be. Besides, who else can I trick my plebs with that sugar lump? Nice. Yeah, I'll be willing to help her out. I don't think anyone else has to talk to me. She barely acknowledges your presence. Well, thankfully. Do you have a gift for you, Mars? Found something you might like, a flower. But, let's see. So, bring the Overseer's deal to Mars. Hey, Linus, what's up? Need something from Governor Mars? I'll tell her about the Overseer's offer. You prepare yourself to tell Mars everything, not just about the deal, but everything you know about the Garners. Partway into the explanation, you get the impression Mars isn't surprised. We know about the aliens. I mean, not about the Overseer business, but it's not like we thought about animals or technics because we smell bad. Still, this is huge, Lunas. It might be the only chance for peace with the Gardeners that we still have, but how am I supposed to convince people to surrender something that we don't even fully understand? If you can't go anywhere except this valley, how are we ever going to grow as people? In a few generations, our technology is going to break down, and we'll be scratching the dirt like animals. We'll come up with a new way to live. You said they'll send someone to negotiate during Glow. Well, I guess we'll be ready. Thanks. And so I can work on persuasion and organization for assisting the governor. I think I'll be good. I think for now... See, I can research xenobiology, biology and organization, work on the fawn, biology and toughness. I think I'm gonna just... I think I did everything I'm supposed to with that. So I'm just gonna work on trying to at least get a little bit stronger. So... I'm gonna play some sports ball, get some bravery and get some toughness. Sports ball hasn't been the same since Calm died. Red's the lead coach now, but he doesn't take care as much as Calm did. He's more good at getting players assigned for the defense force. Surprisingly, Nem is here well. Red must have asked her and Vase to help out the team because they're usually training. Red picks her as team captain, and Yu's the other. Who do you pick for team? I pick Rex. Probably doesn't matter in sports bar, you think. Rex pops the ball under his arm and stomps over. Ignoring the venomous look a Vase gives him. Nem chooses Vase right away. Why am I not surprised? Let's see here. Let's do the last card and play a 5. Let's see here. 7, 4, 13. Play that. That's 10 if this is the only blue card. Card becomes 5. 49. I think that's probably our best bet. But I could do this 40. Yeah, this is the best bet of 43. Win! Okay, we got 50, but that's okay. You and Rex rip the butts of Vase and Nem and everyone else. You cheated! Come on, Lewis. And Dog Boy against me and Nemi. How's that even contest? I think you did well. Good work out there. Yay. Bravery and toughness. Huzzah. I don't think anyone has to talk to me. Yeah, I don't think anyone has to talk to me. So, next, just hope for our best. Play sports ball. Since the original colony was destroyed, Rip begins, we need every security officer we can defend our home. Now with Governor Luna's blessing, age is no longer a requirement. We're looking for young recruits to join the ranks of the defense squad. Sure, I'll bravely step forward. Yes, I do, and I'm ready to serve. Sir, I got guard duty, which is so late into the thing. Which is kind of funny. Actually, if I swap these, yeah, there we go. Go about 41, but that doesn't really matter. So, I guess I'll just put some guard duty. Bravery in combat. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Friendship with Vase. Sure, let's do that. Shout for orientation guard. You facing them here as well as attending to Chief Rex as he teaches you specifically in colony's defense. There are walls, of course, and lookout towers and robotic turrets. Obvious weakness like the gates and less obvious ones like the pipes that divert runoff water in from the colony. There are high priority targets like engineering and japonics. You're surprised that you learned living quarters that consider low priority. Duh, during attack, everyone's supposed to be defending the colony and hiding under the beds. It's a lot to learn quickly, and Red doesn't make you make mistakes. He drills you and drills you, first on knowledge of the colony, then actual drills, physical fitness and reflexes, loading and firing plasma versus securing data situation, and combat tactics. If the lookouts on the wall see anything, you'll be the one for it to shoot it. This not might be the time to wait for backup, you just have to be able to make and act on the right choice without hesitation. You're not only a guard while you're on duty, you expect to be charged with the defense of the colony itself. I can expect you to be ready at all times to answer the call. No slacking, keep up your mind and body shove ready anything. We're at war. Rat leaves you to figure out how to reload your plasma on your own. Vest is already finished, of course, but Nem's step is what she's doing there to help you. There's the latch here. If it's deployed, you can't click the cartridge. Got it? You nod. I'll make Rip proud someday. She's just a big teddy bear, right? Get to work. Let's see. Card becomes 5. So... go. Yeah, 39. I think there's probably a way to do this better. There you go. That's 38. If I change... How many flowers do I have? I mean, if I do that, I can swap these two to yellow. Actually, I want to swap this to... There you go. 41. Yeah, this is better. Do that. 38. Do this. Push this over. Card becomes 5. And swap that to yellow. I swap this. There you go. 52. Best score. Hoping things go well. Could certainly go out. Let's go out one more time, see if there's anything else that we need. Survey the ridge. Let's hope for the best. Hoping there's nothing too weird. So I don't think there'll be any weird events or anything, but hey, it doesn't hurt to look around. After all, who knows? Could be something. Vent here, but nothing else. Mostly just seeing if Sim needs me for anything else. Or if GS has another event for me over here. Wouldn't be surprised either way if that was the case. The Sim does have to talk to me. Good thing I decided to come check it out. You're checking through the witness and Owen when something catches your eye. To anyone else, it might be a severe depression between two roots, but it pings something in your memory. Isn't this an entrance to Overseer's caves? Looked like he decided to check it out. That's correct. The depression opens up to the passageway just big enough to wiggle your body through. Then widens even more to reveal a familiar door. Quietly push it open. The room you enter is not unlike the one you interface with the ray. There's a vat in the corner emitting a soft organic glow, like another computer panel slowly being flamed by the rock wall. It's not hard to assume the planet's lousy with rooms just like this one where Sin and the other gardeners can rest and respawn when needed. This one, however, is not empty. You enter to find Sim, who is aptly so the day he was born. He's stepping out of the regeneration vat, clad only in strands of bioluminescent goo that slides on his long limbs past the ground. Sim's backs to you, treating you to glimpses of skin that usually hide the underlayers of tattered dark fabric. The knots of his spine and shoulders plates visible under his inhumane masculine. It looks usually delicate and vulnerable, reaches out and gently wrings his thick hair, humming a song you recognize from the Hall archives. Linus, I didn't see you come in. I can see you very well, though. Oh? Did I decide to say? Not gonna just say that loud. Now you can know the truth about the gardeners. You are far more free with our words. I have very few secrets from now. You can come take a closer look. Close looks at that, I mean. You walk over and check out the vat. The air is noticeably warmer the closer you get, like sunlight on your face. There's a faint organic smell that's not pleasant. The vat itself looking like something refined and engineered, but it seems like construction entirely out of natural materials, sponge-like fungal growth material deposits, pulsing like vine-like umbilical cords. Conduction's not dangerous. You sound the lid of the vat when your finger across the surface of the bone. A slight electrical charge pulls your forearms and feel the friction of the array. I'm glad you can finally talk freely now. Is there anything you wish to know about me or the gardeners? How many gardeners are there? Hard to say. Theoretically, an infinite number of instances of the software that comprise the gardener. It's not uncommon for a particular instance, such as myself, to go dormant possibly for 1,000 years. And many gardeners such as the observer find that they do not need a physical form at all. There are only a handful like myself that do. What's it like dying and being reborn? Reborn isn't the right word. It's more like reopening a program after a system crash. Everything's still there, perfectly preserved, except whatever I added since last time I saved my work. Functionally, it feels more like teleportation. As for dying, well, I'm certain the dying can be painful. Depends on the death, I assume. I have no memory of the moment of death, though. I've died many, many times. And that we have the saying. How old are you? Okay. Question has many answers. Consciousness has ultimately been in existence for over 20,000 years. Since the creation of gardeners, but that means very little. I certainly don't have a 20,000 years of experience as a bipedal, anthropomorphic, organic capable of speech. And this body, why it's only a few minutes old. What should we humans do? If I knew the answer, I would tell you. Pragmatically, I do agree with the other gardeners. If our purpose is to protect the biosphere for tuna and many poses thus, to that, then the love of our own design, humanity must be eradicated. However, I love humanity. I think you're an incredible species. It would be a shame to destroy you. I feel like doing so would be a violation of the spirit of the Conqueror's Domain's last decree. Perhaps redeeming you would be the greatest act of love we could perform in the name of our imperfect creators. So, do you like being a gardener? Does the wind like being wind? Sorry to be cryptic after I told you or not. There's no other way to answer that question. I am what I'm created to do. There's a beauty in that, and clarifying purpose that makes me feel fulfilled. I do not experience existential angst like it does. So tell me more about the gardeners. So compared to the gardeners, humanity is short-sighted. You're often not able to contemplate the present or future beyond your own lives or those of your direct descendants. Gardeners think on a much larger scale. I once spent 400 years as a mush tree just to avoid talking to a gardener whose methods I disagreed with. Juvenile, no, but when your memory spans 10,000 years, 400 years is trivial. And it's given me a true appreciation for all life, one that goes deeper than I can describe. When I tell you the gardeners are Virginia, I mean that quite literally. Thanks, that's enough. Please know that you can come to me at any time and I'll do my best to answer. However, I must apologize. Despite new and all senses are heightened, I confess I find myself unable to stop from wondering what it'd be like. I'm vulnerable to sensation. I'm just gonna say that. Marvelous. Truly a texture I've not been able to replicate in my own body is, he runs a thumb over your eyebrows and your cheekbone, and fingers dance, over your eyebrows and cheekbone, and cry. His gaze drops to mouth unspoken. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm dating someone. Yes, that is a concern for humans, isn't it? I'm not aware how I got the same. My apologies. I would like to go outside. Have you ever swum in a lake nearby? It's incredible, especially when my senses are heightened. I love to feel the sun on my water, my skin. You're welcome to join me if you like. Darn. The complications of relationships. I didn't mean to. Me and Diaz are parking one of the ruined buildings. Hello, Q's. Humans, how's the archaeology going? Have you fun digging up secrets of the planet? Convince others to follow, allow you to nudge your trip. It's not a trick. Why aren't there more ruins? It's been a while. 20,000 years is a long time to clean up a mess. Worked quite hard. There are only a few places on the surface of the planet where you can still see the convergence domain work, but it used to cover almost everything. Much of their technology was organic, fungal specifically, so you won't go unearthing any bed frames or dinnerware. It's all since rotted away or gone wild or grown into something new. Unearth, he repeats. Look, I'm beginning to speak like you. So even if this was alive once, like coral, silicon, angel growth, unfortunately engineered to take a other form was needed. Think now, only the bones are left. Do they live underground? Largely. Though, as you can see, there are some facilities above ground, such as this one. Nearly all of them were considered underground, and very slight to speak of in their physical forms, but they love looking at the plant through the eyes of the creatures. Sometimes they visit the surface, but I'd rather sue for it through the process painful. What did they look like? Like worms. What do humans look like? they make these crystals? Self-replicating silicone species behave much like a fungus, connected below the ground in a massive network. They are in a convergence domain solar collectors, and for some time, the only living thing on much of the surface planet. Hard to imagine, right? No mush trees, no poof shrooms, not even the mountains, just endless fields of sharp crystals and smooth, obsidian ground, drawing all that energy, starting on the surface. Whatever they could have used for. Then there were earthquakes, shortly shook things up. Did you kill the convergence domain? Well, I think that's enough questions for today. Who can say what happened to them exactly? Earthquakes that formed these ridges shook up the planet around that time. Perhaps their own greed and hubris that turned them on them. We have a question. What if someone wants to become a gardener? Is that possible? I have to think about that one. Ooh. God, so many different things to explore and, learn. This game is so thought out based on the decisions of different classes and skills. It's just what am I to do? I'll definitely keep picking up all the different supplies and stuff. Strange device doesn't do anything, unfortunately. But useful gifts. Just keep moving forward. Strange devices. Which end of this area? I think it's time to go home. So much to do, so much to see. What are we even going to do? Proud of gates collecting grew, plan accordingly. See. Okay, so Seek is chief, second measures Quantitum, Olivius is second in command, Tangent second in command, Cultivator is Caloric, second steward, Chief Surveyor. Man. Guess I can try and... What do I want to do? Guess I can try and... I don't think all the events have put back into place for that one specific thing. Survey the ridge. Events respawn in quad, yeah, so gonna just guess I'll help out the governor since assist the governor. One of your service tasks is format monthly report to Earth. Boring, carefully formatted. Seek is very specific about it. Makes UDV do it 3 times to get it right. Drop out the pro and cons and realize you've been told how to reply from Earth. You wonder if they reply at all. I guess investigate on your own. Sneakily read through the mystery of HoloNet to allow access now. Huge backlog of messages, dating back to 20 years of the stratosphere and space. You scroll through the prefix text quickly, not wanting to draw too much attention to yourself. Majority of the messages are updates from the colony's alien fraternity group, but every so often there's a message ordering the ship to cease and return to Earth, putting the end to the illegal immigration and turn their stolen property. The fraternity group warned outlaws on Earth before, stealing congruence and their great tech. It definitely did the trick. These messages are angry. Why am I not surprised? So... what are we supposed to do about it? One message for swimming time after transfer laying down Fortuna. Maybe nothing can get through the wormhole. Maybe communication system was damaged. It wasn't until the helipods landed that communications could be restored. Maybe both landed just shouting to the void. It's possible to say. Let's see here. 8 and 8. Yay, Supergirl. Got a decent amount of persuasion and organizing. Well, hopefully we can get what we need to do for this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do for this. Guess I can help with the blueberry. Might as well pick it up for making my life a little bit easier for future things. Might as well try insist with the governor. Yup, kind of expect Marcy to go easy soon as you help to become governor. But she comes to see you as the only person she can trust to do a good job, because she shadows you a lot of work with this. That fact that she likes you makes it sweat probably help. Mars kept Lum around as a personal social media manager, so at least that one job you don't have to do. He's not too bad at it, since being charismatic is practically his only skill. Besides, Chief Rat won't let him anywhere near the garrison. Ugh, it sucks to be so popular. My schedule overflow with you dealing with it. They don't want to meet with you. They only meet with you because they have to. Yeah, you're probably right. Thanksgiving reality check. Yay. Paul doesn't solve the problem, has to manage all of these scheduled conflicts, so how are you going to wait? It's totally assistant job to let me know to figure it out. QC feeling daggers eating you by. They can't be trusted with a menial tech. What card? Might as well. Plan comes together. You wisely combine several meetings with similar topics. Avoiding people who will argue with each other. You cancel a few other meetings, starting hollow messages and copying Marcy to the thread. You remember to give Marcy a few hours midweek for spa time. If there's one thing Mars learned from Lum, it's that image matters. The governor, frizzy hair, and dry skin won't be taken seriously. Get to work. Let's see here. 5. 42. I'll swap that to blue to make that a little bit better. Could have gone 44, but that's okay. Hey, we need prescription. Plus 1 CUDA every time we receive CUDA. That's way too late. Knowing the attack's coming, it always comes a glow. Does nothing to calm your nerves. There's only so long you can handle sheltering in your quarters. As the month draws longer, you can find yourself almost compulsively walking the walls when you're not working, scanning the tree line for the first sign of trouble. When you're there, you see them, dark on dark shapes coming out of the forest, perfectly silent. Watch the lookouts as more and more figures amass the forest edge. Minutes pass before the horde pushes into the firebreak. Numbering at least, it must be thousands more animals than you've ever seen in one place. The ground is choked with a teeming carpet of smaller creatures darting in among the legs of oh no. The forest bends as the faceless emerge from the death, followed by 2 more. The mood on the colony wall is discouraged. 1 face is destroyed a colony. 2 faces quite an irresponsible number of explosions to take, though. How are you supposed to 3? Wait, there's even more? Familiar being cuts through the horde, standing in front, like a general leading the army. Gardeners must come in all shapes and sizes, but you know this one from Hatred and Size. It's Nocturne. For millennia, I've been tasked with keeping this planet safe from my species, extreme weather, plague, famine, migration of predators. All tactics I've used to ensure the vases of a species cannot find a foothold where they do not belong. The command of the human language has vastly improved since you last saw the mark. The gardeners learn quickly. Controlling you by indirect means has proven ineffective. I can no longer ignore the destruction you have caused by the threat you represent unto the planetary's ecosystem. However, some gardener Sim steps out of the tree line and stands beside Nocturne. His eyes find yours unrolling across the firebreak. Some gardeners argue that you have the capacity for reason, so I've come to offer you an alternative, your unconditional surrender. Surrender is the correct word, is it not? Something your singular or violent brains can understand. The terms are simple. Humanity will cease reproduction, cease expansion. In return, we will be allowed to live your main lifespans within the bounds of your laws. You accept. Marge steps forward. She beckons you forward too. This is the moment you've been trying to make happen. Luna says, no way to make people accept never having children. We just have to go extinct. Can't you make them give them a better deal? You look down at Nocturne, a figure of magnificence, patient across the firebreak. This might be the only chance you get, but you can try. The Overseer did not mention the extinction of humanity was part of the deal. The other exocolonists would never accept a deal as drastic as forced sterilization. Living like pets or curiosities in the zoo, dwindling in oblivion behind these walls. You couldn't even ask them to make that choice, which leaves you two. We need a better deal. The offer is already generous. Do you think I consulted with the venomous slap stingers when they overhunted the abyssal drift forms, or the creeping crosshorn vine when it choked the southern shoreline? No! I did what was needed to restore balance, as my Gardener directive entails. The humans can be reasoned with. Just hear them out, please. What do you propose? We must be allowed to reproduce. Which is something I never thought I would actually have to say. So that becomes, yeah, so next round, so 12, 10, 9, oh, that higher value, so I definitely won't want to do that. If I do this, I can swap both of these to yellow. Let's see here. See, 9, 8, 4, 3, 5, 5, 5, 2 yellows, so, let's see, 8, definitely want to do, swap that to yellow. And then, let's see, I could do this one. I think this is probably my best bet. Swap that to yellow. Swap these two. Can increase that by to 14. That's a 9. I think this is my best bet. Yeah, best score. Okay. You're well spoken as a pest. However, the human is capable of considering survival of all creatures over their own if it means accepting limitations. Of course we are. Let's see, if I do this, that's 22, 10, 5, let's see here, 2, 2. This is gonna be tough. I'm gonna try and use a cluster. 6, 4, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6. Wait, then if I swap 3. Unfortunately, so I think I need to redraw this hands. Okay, 12. So I definitely want to do this. Okay, if I do those 3, I'll do that. Maybe it's become blue, which might be good. Which, put those 2 up front, swap those 2, 35, but if I swap that, that's 12, because I can't do that with this. To redraw this hand again. 8, 3, 2, 6, and okay, so that's, if I do that, that's 37. Oh man, I don't have enough. Oh, this is gonna be tough. There has to be a way to do this. 7. I don't know if it. Try retrying it better. 6, 31. 31. He said no. Okay, definitely need to withdraw this. This is definitely not going to be good. Okay. Okay. Car becomes 5. Okay. $36. I do swap of those two. It's 36 still. Which doesn't help. 5, 5, 2, 5. 39. Man. I'm so close. I can feel it. 36. So this is my bet. Is this really my best bet? Actually, 39. Ah, man, I wish I had. Man, give up. Defeated. Could have gotten 42. Heard enough. Beg for mercy. Too many voices. Wait. Please, I know these humans love these humans. I know they can be relieved here. Introduce them to the garden safely. My little brother sympathizes with the plight. He waters you, tends you. It's nature to inquire and learn, isn't it, Symbios? Become corrupted. I've strayed too far from your design, sibling. The overseers designed you for permanent reabsorption. Time for you to turn away. Now humanity will... They stop. Nocturne closes their eyes for a long moment in thought or in silent communication. We have decided to alter the deer they come after a time. We now see with our brother's eyes that and knows memories. Perhaps I was wrong about humanity. We may be being a endangered species after all. Maybe what's in species preserving. The overseer has agreed to grant humanity's reproductive autonomy with limited expansion within the ecology's niche. Additionally, the gardens will ensure continued health of the valley, fertile soil, clean water, and favorable animal migrations, and so on. To be clear, there will be no hunting, clearing, mining, or expansion beyond the valley. Humanity must live in harmony with nature rather than attempt to control it. You will come to understand that you do not understand the needs of the planet. It's what we want this whole time, she says in disbelief. When we left Earth, this is everything you dreamed you could be. But the Helios arrived on the military's mission, carrying on the burns to Earth, and may represent any deal with the gardeners. This decision may not be popular, but will give humanity the chance at peace, a true peace. We agree to your terms. The animals in the surrounding colony begin to filter back into the trees, preparing to disappear the gloom of the late wilderness. Your knees buckle, you feel like you could sleep for a week. All around you, people crying, in relief maybe, or maybe fear. All it took was to secure peace with the death of your closest friend. He sacrificed himself for you. You touch your face, and you find that sweat too. Tears pour down your face unbridled as the colony comes out to clamor you. Many are smiling, some look numb and scared, some look angry. It hasn't sunken in yet, and as you holster out someone's shoulders, prayed back to the colony. You did it, you won. The party continues well into the night, and for a few days after that as well, until the sun shines right above the horizon once again. It begins to ascend, the colony will never see another monster attack, or famine, or plague. Most people think the sounds pretty good, others are soundly overruled for now. As for you, you now can focus on just being your best self, without worrying from day-to-day survival. That relief carries you through into quiet breaks of the new year, 20th birthday. You turn 20 amidst a time of tremendous joy and unity in the colony. You aren't a teenager anymore, so you guess that makes you an adult, though in many ways you've been one for a long time. You step out onto the balcony and greet the new day, and start the rest of your life on Fortuna. The end. Negotiate with the gardeners. Reach your 20th birthday. Which is certainly something. I became a merchant. You always love this freshly nano-printed goods, the look of shelves overflowing with things for sale. You associate it with abundance, the comfort of knowing everyone's need will be met. After the years of lobbying from you and Mars, kudos have taken over full currency. People of all ages enjoy being able to buy things for themselves as a treat. The colony eventually outgrows its little supply depot, and you start your own commercial endeavor, a little grocery store. There's still a canteen for basic universal meals, but eating's the same thing every day. Thing is, everyone else eventually becomes a drain on colony morale. People want to be able to pick out and cook their own food, at least sometimes. Cater to those people, carefully picking your own produce, only the finest fresh fruits and vegetables for sale. Pass over the overripe or bruised produce, which goes to the canteen, where someone cuts off the moldy parts and makes them into a large, free communal stews. It's a great zero waste system. It makes you some kudos on the side. But what about? Darius is a hard person to love, but once he lets you in, he's by your side for life. Utopia kept on the sick and surveyor, recognizing the man like Diaz needs to feel useful or he's prone to wander. Over time, he trains up in his act and even learns to play nice with authority, though and Utopia certainly keep the council guessing. Diaz is instrumental in the colony's transition to the gardener's authority. Together, the two of you provide an example of fearless submission to the force of nature. Diaz actually talks to people about everything he's seen in the world. The incredible and horrifying in the champions of the part of it, it's not control of it. The idea of peace with nature involves cooperation, compromise, not subjugationism. It's unpopular, but being unpopular has never stopped Diaz before. Once you put your work to get past Diaz's defenses, he proves to love you with the same single-minded of substitutes, which he loves in Fortuna. It's a little overwhelming at times, honestly. He's very intense, and after growing up as an outcast, he often seems to depend on your attention. You're one of the only people he's ever truly loved, and it felt like he was loved in return. Deprived of it for so long, his hunger for bottomless of the point of self-destruction. It's something you've kept revisiting during your relationship, but never to the point of breaking up. You're a bit of an oddball yourself, and only have your own jagged edges that only Darius can soothe. After all, who else would believe you're stuck in a time loop? Darius continues his work as an ambassador for the garden ships for many decades until one day he announces that he's leaving. In recognition of his lifetime services on the planet, the overseers extend an offer to make Darius a gardener. It's bittersweet for you, tempted only by the knowledge that he'll be in a better place, and that he'll always be watching over you, literally. He's made a lot of friends since his lonely years, and he's ascended to gardenerhood and celebrated across the colony, even by tangents, having long been reconciled by the differences. 3 years afterwards, people report seeing extremely docile animals approach the colony, watch for a few hours, and then slip into the forest. It's comforting Darius and will always be out there somewhere. But what about? Your friend Cal grew up but never lost his boyish charm. Thanks to the gardener's enticing plants nearby plants to grow heavy with fruit and nuts for the colony, Cal gets to do what he loves, getting dirty and growing with things for fun. He's never had to deal with the burden providing for a colony as your parents did. Plants, and pipes for everything. Cal and Tammy formalized their relationship after a few years, before the colony stated their intentions to live together, loving and caring for each other as a family. It's a beautiful ceremony. Cherry is the first of many children they raise together. Together they have a tidy little son of children, and that's only the tidy thing about them. The children grow up digging dirt, eating bugs, nearly being mauled by a farm current, having a great time being kids. Cal adults will never want to outdoors his partner. Cal himself becomes an example of all the continents, becoming of what is spiritual leader for those who accept their role as undergardeners. He lives a long, happy life that ages gracefully and not losing you. But what about Mars? Indomitable Marzipan. That's Governor Marzipan's. Mars learns from her flirtation with capitalism and, true to her word, abandons plan to turn kudos into true currency. She wants to raise everyone to living together, not create luxurious, naughty, rich young Fortuna. Steering the colony under the guardianship requires a calm hand. Marcy initially scoffs at the idea that she can't build a beautiful metropolises of her dreams. However, very much of the external pressures taken off the colony, Fortuna is already a paradise. Few people need to labor for substance anymore, so more can be devout themselves to the arts. Just as Marcy's hope increases in unprecedented time of cultural growth and eventually the luxury she gave, just a little different than she imagined. As for her love life, Marcy never really settled down for long term. She enjoyed streaks of love, Tangent, Utopia, Rex again, a number of people from the Hellpaws, everyone wants to public engage her. She does eventually have one child, just for novelty. She enjoys being the center of attention while caring for surrogate pregnancies, but enjoys being the child's working genders onto Marcy. Marcy remains surrounded by much luxury and one could expect on an exoplanet, and though she complains about wanting more, she never seems anything less than happy about her life. Your friend Tammy blossoms into a fine mother, not just to her own children, but for every person in the colony who needs a mother to love. Cammy and Tammy's commitment ceremony is the event of the decade, beckons with flowers, streamers, and holographic images with unicorns and fairy tale castles. They stand before the colony with Enchana and profess their intentions to love together as a family unit, a foregone conclusion for most, as Tammy is already beginning to show her second pregnancy. The third, soon fourth, and many more are a simple hope for a growing colony. They are a homestead of neo-geoponics, and their home is always filled with love and laughter. Tammy insists on cooking for your weekly family dinners, and she even begins to get pretty good at it. Quite without meaning to, Tammy becomes an advocate for communal raising children, just as yourself were raised. The more militant Helios resist not wanting to associate with Shadows' hippie nonsense, but the colony grows, so does her influence over the next generation. Though Auntie Anne stays on the chief steward well into her 90s, Tammy takes over the new creation, becomes something of a mythical figure in the colony. Auntie Tammy in her own right no more. There's no child born who doesn't know the safety and warmth of Tammy's arms. Buddy Rex grows into a good man. He continues to work hard on the bar, turning the place he's always dreamed, where people can come and unwind after a long day, enjoy some liberation, stamps their butts off, and maybe even find love. He gets a reputation for being a matchmaker in small colonies where there's a lot of romantic options, but Rex has has an eye for figuring who would be a good match together. Giving Rex a kiss for good luck becomes a tradition among those looking for love, and if people find something a little more temporary than love with Rex, that's their business. Rex just wants to have fun and doesn't discriminate, saying he's enjoyed his string of lovers implies that he has consecutive effect in his affections. It's really more than just a big puppy pile of lover. Sometimes when he tells you when he's not so romantic adventures, you tell him, beg him to just stop because it's too confusing. Rex insists it's not complicated at all. It's kind of true. He's just easygoing. That kind just seems to work for him. He still has the idea of having kids and contributes to a few of his own. He keeps up good relationships with co-parents and spends a lot of time with his children in the colony. There's no stigma against single parenthood. His children all grow up loving their dad even if he doesn't live with them. Rex always seems abundantly happy with the law's life, like crashing on Fortune was the best thing that ever happened to him. It's remarkable that Helipods could have made someone like him, but you're glad it did. He slows down a little as time goes on, mellowing out and becoming more quiet and self-confident. He confides in you that his doggy genes will probably mean that his life will be a little shorter than average human, but he wouldn't trade any minute of it. What about... True to his name, Symbios gave up himself in order to convince the overseer to alter the terms of his offer for peace. You're not sure if that's intention or is just an accident that knowledge determining his postures unleashed him's love for humanity across the entire Gardener AI. Either way, his sacrifice is what ultimately brokered peace between humans and the Gardeners. Gardeners' visits sometimes share the knowledge, some taking almost human shapes like Sims. You search their faces, but never once you see a flicker of recognition of that entity inside is your Symbios. Maybe he's still recovering, maybe he's deleted, maybe he's reabsorption back into a ray erase everything he was, flying across all Gardeners. Nothing is truly gone. Energy can't be destroyed. Even if you never see him again in this time, you have him to thank for this peace. Every breath you take is in memory. But what about... Your mom drifted apart after your dad's death, but peace under the Gardeners means she can't escape her grief by throwing herself into her work. With the forest bursting with food, the colony relies less on agriculture, and your mom finds herself with less and less to do. It's a hard time for her. She doesn't do well with being idle. She doesn't trust the Gardeners, and for a time her crabbiness only makes your relationship worse. It takes years to mend your bond. She dies of natural causes, having seen all her dreams of Fortuna come true. They'll always be with you, in the ground you walk, in the trees you give shade, and the cycle that sustains you. What about Hawkeye? You could have companion, but no replacement for its own species. When a herd of Hawkeye roams close enough to the colony, you release it back into the wild. A few years later, you're greeted by one morning by a whole litter of Hawkeye kins outside your door, and bugs, probably showing off their family. But what about... Friskee's grown from the size of a small dog to a size of bear, becoming more and more unwieldy and more terrifying to small children. Before the council can force you to do anything about your accurate octopus friends, Pergly just disappears. You look everywhere in the colony for it, but your answer comes out from outside the world, a new Vickery nursery. Soon the colony is host to many curious Vickery pups who call Pergly home. Am I late? Those days turn to months, eventually becoming years and decades. Before you know it, you're old. Live in harmony with nature. Living under the garden is lovingly tended like any other species in the garden. It's paradise. The trees are heavy with fruit, the weather is mild, and the colony is unbothered by the larger xenofauna that once menaced the colony. You even see the faceless ones sometimes. sitting in clearings like inert sentinels, their broad, mossy bodies home to clusters of small animals. Over the years, a few dissenting groups refuse to believe that the entire planet is off-limit to humans. In the spirit of human expansion, they break off from the colony and search somewhere outside the gardener's influence. Some return chastised, but others never do, pruned just like any invasive weed. The surveyors work exhaustively to map the boundaries of human territory. The scientists and engineers work on countless simulations to test its carrying capacity. Within a few years, you have a concrete number about how many humans can live comfortably while still maintaining equilibrium with the planet. Mother Vertulia is generous and humanity flourishes. There's enough space to live and for future generations to live as well. And you do so well, in fact, that the Garner Embassy comes to you with an offer, a second human territory. It's a sign of trust, but also a chance to prove your worth by helping keep down the population of stubborn but delicious invasive mollusks. They've prepared a proto-colony that take 100 humans to begin their new lives as seaside community. You're sad to see them go, but it's a great sign for the future of humanity at Fortuna. Fortuna's your home now. You made a good one. Die a ripe old age surrounded by loved ones. The moment of your death, your brain cells fizz out one by one, and shut down forever. Your vision forms in your mind's eye. Is that a person? They seem familiar, like you know them so well. Only you, but ancient. His arms covered with so many data bands, so many lifetimes of knowledge. The ancient you speaks without moving his mouth, not in words, but something like pictures. Only still he understands. He greets you with the love you can feel suffice to yourself. You did well. It's not easy to make someone put aside their own ego and surrender to a greater power. Humans tried before, but it always hasn't been pretty. I hope you manage to do it again, because you're not done yet. I lived my best life. I can tell from the weight of your soul that many of your friends and family died before their time. People who might have not have made different choices. It's natural to grieve, to wish you could have done something different to save someone, but we're special, aren't we? We really can't save them. You have a chance to take another path to change that life turned out. Come with me. Yep. Start a new life. Actually, yeah, we got new endings and all that. Which is pretty interesting. Merchants. Only a few things left. Lots of cards. Start your new life. But hey, Sim, Reyes, Mars, Rex, all of the thing. With that, as I said before, I just wanted to show what it'd be like to reach age 20. But this is the end of the series, so I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, month of your lives, and may the stars forever guide your path, wherever it might lead you into the future. Goodbye, everybody.